On the day of his retirement, veteran air traffic controller Victor Harmon expected nothing more than a quiet final shift. With over 40 years of experience guiding aircraft safely through the skies, he looked forward to a routine end to his career. His colleagues had decorated his workstation modestly, respecting his request for no grand celebration. Victor began the day handling flights with his usual focus and precision, determined to close out his career with the same diligence that had defined it. However, the day took a shocking turn when Flight EA-427, a commercial aircraft scheduled for maintenance with only crew aboard, began making strange, unauthorized maneuvers. The plane veered from its path, disappeared from radar, then reappeared miles away. Attempts to contact the aircraft failed, and Victor's unease grew. Emergency protocols were activated, fighter jets were scrambled, and the FAA was notified, transforming the comm control center into a hub of rising tension and concern over a potential hijacking. As the mysterious flight continued its pattern of deliberate, precise turns and radar disappearances, military and safety officials gathered, preparing for the worst. The aircraft was unresponsive to visual and radio signals, yet showed no signs of physical damage. Victor began analyzing the radar history more carefully and noticed that the aircraft vanished only when flying perpendicular to the radar, a quirk every controller is trained to recognize. He realized the aircraft was drawing something purposeful in the sky. Requesting the flight manifest, Victor was stunned to learn the pilot was Michael Reynolds, his best friend, former trainee, and notorious prankster. Michael had used his knowledge of radar systems to create a skywritten message only visible on the radar. "Victor, I salute you, my friend." Just as military officials prepared to issue a final warning, Michael's voice crackled through the radio, calling Victor by a nickname only he had ever used. The entire control center gasped as the true nature of the flight was revealed, a heartfelt, if wildly inappropriate, retirement tribute. Michael's stunt triggered a full-scale national security response, leading to a temporary suspension of his license and mandatory community service. Though the consequences were serious, authorities acknowledged there was no malicious intent. For Victor, despite the chaos, it became the most unforgettable farewell imaginable, a gesture so bold it would become legend among air traffic controllers. Instead of a quiet goodbye, Victor left with a story for the ages, proof of a friendship that flew above the rules, quite literally.